Today we're going to show you how to remove the stereo from a 2003 Lincoln Town Car. We've seen the stereo in shop many times for the AM and FM not working, so what we're doing today is exchanging this radio from another that's been purchased online. We're going to start with our 7mm socket, and above the steering wheel and the gauges here are two 7mm bolts that go straight up. One on the left side in the center of the gauges and one on the right side. We have a full library of removal guides on our website at carstereohelp.com, and that can help you with many cars, speakers, amplifiers, and so on. Now we have these two screws removed. We're going to place the key in the ignition, put the steering wheel to the all the way down position, and shift to a lower gear. This is going to give us some room when it comes to playing with the bottom of the dash panel that's coming up, and watch out for your emergency flasher switch as well. Now with our pry bar, we're going to start at the bottom right here. This panel has clips that holds it in place, and these clips release with pry pressure, and we're going to work ourselves around the edges of this panel, releasing all the clips. These top clips seem to be a little bit difficult, so we're going to work around and come back to the ones that are more difficult. This will release the panel up. I'm going to start by grasping the inside of the panel as well as prying up on the outside as well. And this will release the one clip. Got another here towards above the second AC vent. This is going to allow us to work over to the left side. Pry this panel from the dash. And get our fingers in and help pull as well. There we go, we got that all released. And we're going to pull this back from the dash a little bit. The gear shift being in the pull down position helps. There's one connector that we released here already on the reset and the eject. This connector sits right here. There's a little trigger on the back of it that you squeeze down to release this connector. We also have over here on the left side several connectors as well, but we're going to leave this draped over the steering wheel here so that we can get access to the radio and move forward without having to remove all these connectors from the front dash panel. We're going to start up the top above the clock here, and there will be one screw here on the right, one here on the left as well. This will help us to remove these two screws. Pull that panel forward. There are clips on each side that hold it in place, along with a small connector. And again, there's a trigger on this connector. All the connectors in this car are keyed, so they only go back to one specific spot. We have the one clip on the left and the one on the right here as well. And the main connector has a little trigger on the top of it that you push down. It'll unlock and release. Now this is going to expose one screw in the clock opening here on the right. Along with one here on the left. And again, we're pulling this stereo out because the AM and FM do not work. And this is a radio manufactured by Alpine, which we presently are unable to repair. So we're doing an exchange on this one and just going to plug another in. There's one screw on the bottom right, one screw here on the bottom left as well. Now with these four screws removed, you can pull the car stereo from the dash. See how far forward we can get it to get access to the connectors here on the back. Here we have many connectors. The main power connector, trigger towards the center, squeeze that down and release that one. Now we have several more. These are easy triggers on these, and they easily release. And you push the trigger down and hold it and wiggle these connectors loose. Now all these connectors, again, the triggers are here on the top, and you squeeze that down. The antenna, you grasp the base of that and just remove that out of the back of the stereo. This also has a mounting brace here, which is like a C, but in the dash here there's a metal bracket that C has to go onto to slide back into the dash to lock it into place. This is how you remove the stereo from a Lincoln Town car. Hope this video has been helpful. Please subscribe and thank you for watching.